Britto. All part of the score fighting series number 6 from the RBC Centre in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Hervey's got to get his strikes off first here. He's in southpaw stance. Throws that left up the centre corridor. High left round kick off the power leg front kick, but he didn't throw it correctly. He allowed his opponent to put hands on him, and this is what happens when Britto locks up with you.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job of it too. He goes chest to chest. He doesn't play around with legs. He doesn't there. Look at this takedown.
Just like a bulldozer, gets the takedown, goes to side control. Watch him cut the hip in a moment. Maybe even go for that knee on belly and try and mount Hervey as he did continually in the first round.
Yeah, he could slice that knee through, no problem. And this chest on back, this is a bad spot for Hervey. A lot of options for George.
Looks like Tony Hervey has an astrological clock tattooed on his back, so if he gets back mounted, you can try and go for a choke and also read your zodiac sign.
His zodiac sign says stand up and throw punches.
Inside the guard of Hervey at the moment. Looking to advance his position again and get that mount. No, goes to side control, does Jorge Britto. Just controlling things on the ground yet again, Britto. And he's a patient fighter. He's a cerebral fighter. There's the knee on belly to better an aggressive position. It is all Britto here.
From a mental standpoint, this guy's lived on the ground. He's lived on top of people for so many years of his life. This is a happy place to be. He's celebrating this fight by holding this arm right now and throwing punches.
Changing his time here, Britto. There is no rush. There's still a long time to go in this round. He knows that he's got the first round locked away in the judges' scorecards.
And all this work by Hervey is going to pay dividends for George as well, because George is relaxed here. Like I said, he lives here. Tony Hervey, he's got to panic a bit, and this will fatigue him.
Knee on belly again from Britto, just laying down those right hands.
See how Hervey is kind of reacting, kind of panicking. That's inefficient movement. Inefficient movement just fatigues that much faster.
And grunting every time he throws that hammer fist between the eyes of Tony Hervey.
Jorge Britto is a nice guy, and he's a religious guy. When he's in here, he is not your friend, and he is not going to church. He's going to beat a hole in you.
Inside a half guard, looking to pass on the left side of the body of Hervey here. Britto just will try and get that left leg out. He'll clobber away a little bit at the orbital bone. And he finally passes and goes to side control yet again. How he gets there so easily is just impressive to watch, Robin.
Oh, it's a beautiful show of his skills. In the past, in those losses, he would stand in the middle of the trade. He's this beautifully talented BJJ black belt, and he's throwing haymakers. In this fight, he's going back to what he does best, and he looks fantastic.
Far arm control here from Britto. What tricks does he have up his sleeve?
Oh, moving around him, threatening all these different things. Knee on belly now, always doing damage.
Drives the elbows in, trying to cut the top lip off. 1 minute 38 remains, second round. Mounts, no, knee on belly here again from Britto. Continues to hack away at that wild hair.
Cut the upper left lip off, sir. That sounds horrible.
Look at that again. He just drops that elbow, slicing and dicing and filleting with it. And Tony Hervey has nowhere to go. It looks like he has no options off of his back here, Robin. If you are his coach, what are you telling Tony Hervey to do right now?
Well, everything you tell him to do, he's a step behind. He wants to turn towards George. He wants to get that knee away. He wants to get a knee in himself, right? Like he's trying to do now, and try to get the guard back. But George wasn't born yesterday. He does this in his sleep.
Britto again, side control. Drills the knuckles between the eyes. Always active. There's a good short elbow. And again from Britto.
His patience is really impressing me too. He's not in a hurry. He can just pick away and just enjoy this top position.
Britto going to take the back, no, immediately rolls back onto his back to Tony Hervey, and still Britto inside control. Knee on belly again now. That super aggressive position.
And anybody who's ever been in knee on belly, you start losing your breath. You start to panic a little bit. It's hard to breathe. All of these things are adding up and setting up a submission for George in the future.
Tony Hervey, just no options here. Looks completely lost at the moment. Final 10 seconds of the second round. Another convincing round. record books going the way of Jorge Britto, and he'll be 2018. Britto may have hurt himself here. He is going back to his corner, clutching his left forearm. Something is wrong here with Jorge Britto. This could be tragic.
Good eye, boys. You can see it. Jorge Britto just really, really looking at that, and the doctor's taking a peek. Man, Tony Hervey might have just found a way to win this fight by having a really, really hard head.
This could be over here. He is in a lot of pain, Jorge Britto.
Oh, it is.
I think the doctor's going to call this one off, Robin.
Wow. Tony Hervey just won this by being made out of stone because George just broke his hand or his wrist or something.
It is over. Hervey. The referee has waved it off. Now, Tony Hervey
Όχι ρε πούστη. Όχι ρε γαμώτο. Δεν το πιστεύω.
Went back to his corner, clutching his left arm. He may have broken his wrist, his forearm, may have broken a knuckle. We're not quite sure. It looks like the left wrist, though, that they're applying ice to here, and he was in a lot of pain, Jorge Britto.
Yeah, and that is really disappointing for George when he was having such a beautifully good, well-executed fight. But take nothing away from Tony Hervey, man. This fight is not where it is. I don't know if we're going to see what broke his arm, wrist, forearm, but this, Tony Hervey's toughness, his gutsiness, his willingness to stay in this fight is what won him this fight. Yes, George is injured, but Tony Hervey stayed in it and found a way to win. And it's a weird way to win, but he will take it. I don't know, we see right here, and it was right at the bell, and he's going for it. Oh no, it was the other arm. So George toughed it out through that round with something wrong with his arm. What a disappointment for him.
It really does have to be gut-wrenching for Britto. He was dominating the fight to such an extent, just looking to coast his way to victory. Hervey gets the nod here, but I'm sure it's not the victory that he
Εντάξει τι μαλακία τώρα.
It will be a win, but you know what? He'll know that he got dominated for 2 rounds by Jorge Britto.
Yes, sir, but you know, a lot of guys are out of this fight already. If Britto finished him, then none of this would have happened. His toughness took him here.
This fight was stopped at the end of the second round, or excuse me, it was stopped during the second round. Your winner by TKO, Tony Lionheart Hervey.